Hello and welcome. Today is April 14th, 2025, and I'm here to do our weekly check in. So let's begin. If you're wearing headphones, please lower the volume. I welcome in my spirit guides and holy angels, and highest and greatest good. I welcome messages of love and light that bring healing and love to all. Please bless this reading. Thank you. All right, guys. So I would like to go ahead and get straight into this reading. And for today, I like to use the traditional Rider-Waite tarot. Okay, and then also for the additional messages that come in from Spirit, I like to use Archangel Power tarot cards by Radley Valentine and Soul Truth by Brianne Hovey. Okay, I can never read this handwriting over here. Okay, let's go ahead and see what Spirit has for us for this week. So, Spirit and Holy Angels, can you please reveal to me clear messages in regards to the Twin Flame Collective? And if if you don't know if you're a twin flame and you're watching this, that's okay. It's all energy, okay? And as I'm saying, it is 111. So obviously, there is some new beginnings that is coming. I really feel like there could be some stress around third-party situations, possibly namely because the holiday is around the corner. So if you celebrate Easter, then that could be a thing. Okay. So let's go ahead and see. Spirit, can you please bring clear messages from the viewer's counterpart? Can you please bring forth their energy into this channeling? Thank you. Yeah, it's gonna be a rough week. Okay. So your person is thinking, okay, like they're holding off with communication. They're so I'm really getting two different energies. The first energy is that they are not communicating that they are trying to get away from a karmic situation, so they can like maybe open up towards you. Okay. The flip side is the direct opposite. This person could be trying to get away from conversating with you because they're still immersed in with the karmic situation. So your person is having a tower moment right here. um, Something like out of the blue could have happened, and so they're trying to either cover up their tracks, so they're not really disclosing the full details as to what is going on in the world. So that could be a thing. Like maybe for some, you're just wondering like what in the world is going on with your person, and I clearly see that they're trying to get away from having everything blow up. Okay, as you can see here with the tower. Okay, so if you've had some kind of conversation or contact or communication, and all of a sudden you don't hear from them, okay, something is going on. Okay, that's all I have to say. So let's go ahead and see, how's your person currently feeling? Okay, so I mean, they really feel like they can't really offer you much. Okay, like I honestly feel like they're doing like their own thing. Okay. Not saying that they don't want to include you in their thing that they're actually doing, but I feel as if maybe they're trying to gain attention, maybe just winning, uh, the trust from other people. They want to look good in front of other people. So it's almost as if your person is putting on airs. Okay. So they're acting as if they're detached. That's what I'm seeing here. So I don't know if you know exactly what is going on with your person's life. So, I really feel that this could be with a job situation. So, like in their work, okay, they seem like they're single, or they seem like, they're doing well on their own, and that's like the visual that they want to personify in front of other individuals. However, like your person feels like they can't give you like what you need because they're focused more on themselves. So, what is it that they want? Okay, they need time. So, what I'm hearing is that, okay, so if the karmic situation is still kind of like surrounding them, there's a reason for them to not reach out and communicate to you. Because like the karmic, okay, they could be cutting them off, or maybe preventing them to either see their children. Okay. And let's just say that they are living with each other. um, they're not on good terms with the karmic situation. The other thing is that, perhaps for some of my viewers who is watching this, you guys have gone cold towards your person, like you're choosing not to communicate to them, and they're feeling sad. Now, that might be the response that you're looking for, possibly because this person has hurt you. Um, but I feel like whatever the situationship is, right? This is kind of like a thing, an energy that needs to play out. And it's for karmic reasons. And what I mean by karma, it's a lesson. It's a lesson that both you and your person needs to learn. Okay, whether you guys are together or in separation. Okay, there's something here that you have to go through. Okay, it's inevitable. Okay, like, and it's going to take time, because I see here temperance. Um, you will have to like wait things out, to see like how this energy goes. So, um, in the outcome, yeah, so what I'm saying is that, they feel like they have to give towards other people, not so much to you. They feel that you should be good on your own for the time being, because there's like other stuff that it is in their immediate vicinity that they have to tend to. Okay. Hence I see, okay, well, he's trying to keep the balance between you and them. But, there's this thing that they have to take care of. Now, I'm hearing that your person is a giver, and they like to help other individuals who are kind of down on their luck, or some person or something that doesn't have as much as they do. Okay, so for that reason, that's why they are giving their energy, focus, and attention to person, place, or thing over there, okay, rather than to the viewer. Okay, it's taking them a little bit of a courage, because they feel stuck. Okay, I really feel like your person is afraid of being judged by you, being judged by the public, because there's a certain visage that your person is trying to kind of maintain or uphold in front of like a group of people. So I don't know what this energy is. I'm not saying that um they're conceited or anything. Maybe for some, yes, that could be a thing. But I feel like they're so worried about what other people think about them and how they perceive them, especially if they're a public person or someone that is in the limelight, and they have to, kind of act a certain way in front of groups of people, just so that, people don't have any kind of wrong idea of your individual, because of maybe a work situation, or maybe they're known to be like a steward in their community, whatever the thing is. Because I really feel like, especially if your person partakes in any kind of religious thing, especially with like with Easter, then your person at this time is wanting to showcase that, they are willing to sacrifice some things, but not necessarily towards the viewer, but I feel like it's towards everybody else, and then their family or whoever that is close to them. Okay. Because this person feels like they don't have what you need or they don't have the thing that they could offer you. Okay. They're offering it to other people. Okay. They feel like the other person or the other thing needs it more than you do, because I really feel like the viewer, you're self reliant, self sufficient. You've worked on yourself. So you're not needy or codependent. But there could be other people, and I'm not saying that the other people are needy and codependent, but they could be struggling a bit or don't have as much as the viewer. Okay. And so that's why your person feels like they need to place their energy, focus, and attention on other people, places, or things that is on the opposite side of you. Yeah, so your person really wants to work on things with you, especially if it's been like a matter of years, right? Like 3 years. Like they really wanted to work on things. Now, I have a feeling like for some, you work with this person. So that could be a thing for someone who's watching. Um, I'm also saying that, they're really thinking about like other opportunities or other ways that they can work with you. However, they feel like they just can't. So I'm not going to lie, this is like a really hard energy. And honestly, I don't feel like this is like a permanent, nothing is permanent, everything is temporary. But for right now, your person is feeling stuck and they're feeling small. And they really feel that their energy, focus, and attention is better served in other people, places, and situations rather than a connection with divine feminine, okay, which I feel like is the person who is viewing this reading, whether or not you're a man or woman. um So they want to come and they want to talk about like their family or any kind of long-term situations, and obviously like, the home situation isn't that great. So they may, come off and tell you, well, I'm doing this for the family. You know that, the situation, with them isn't so great. As a matter of fact, they're walking on eggshells, especially if they're living with the karmic. Because I saw that earlier with the Queen of Swords in reverse. For some, your person is in a no talk situation with the karmic partner. And yeah, that makes it a little bit difficult. But, at the same token, they're not in a position to open up in a romantic way with divine feminine, at least not this week. Okay. I really feel like, you have to come from a place of, compassion, and be in a place of understanding when it comes to this one. So, like, they're holding back, okay? They're not expressing their feelings. However, you could receive small talk. Like, and when I mean small, they may check in with a text message, and that's all you may get, okay? Because even though that the situation isn't like over between the two of you, I really feel like there's a slowing down of energy. Now, for myself personally, I've been working through the Mercury retrograde, and I've been working on stuff, having to redo it several times. And it is like, yeah, I'm frustrated, guys. So if you've been working on something, especially like if it's like electronic or something to do with the computer, and you're having to redo something over and over again, I feel you on that. Because even with that energy of no matter how much you try or do, to, at least, um, have another step closer to your goal, which in this case could be like, having more of a relationship with the twin, or just getting a little bit further than you were like a few weeks ago or a few months ago or even like a year or so, right? Like this energy, you really have to wait out. And I would say wait until after next week. Okay, after next week, then the energy should shift. But this week, it's going to be a little bit difficult, guys. I'm not going to lie. So, like even from last week up until this week, like this small conversation, this small communication, it's like a teaser. It feels like a teaser. It's like they come, out of nowhere and you're all of a sudden hearing from them, but you're not gonna get like their divided attention. You're gonna just get like the bare minimum. Okay. That's what I'm seeing here for this week. So, bottom of the deck, we have here the world. So there could be travel. Obviously, like this could be the Easter egg that is coming towards the end of the week. And yeah, they're really closed off. So, like, don't get hurt if your person is not communicating to you. They're like super closed off. Okay. Why? Because they're hurt. They're thinking that they can't do anything. They can't make people happy. So it almost feels as if like your person is trying to play the people pleaser. And yeah, they're just focused on themselves. So it's like, your person wants to just do them. Okay. So it's not about the viewer, and I really feel like they're just doing it because whoever that your person is surrounded with, okay, that's the reason. And I feel that if your person were to remove themselves from that particular environment, and if they could, how different would their life be? Okay, because I really feel like that's a part of the problem here is their environment. So whatever environment that they're immersed into, that is their story right now. Okay, and I really feel like whoever is watching, you're kind of like the outside person looking in. It's like you're aware of the situation. Your person is like in like X, Y, and Z, and why can't they just leave, right? Because that's the vibe of them actually picking up. But what I'm seeing is that it's a karmic lesson. They have to go through it. Very much like, the viewer, if you're seeing this and you understand like what's going on, or maybe you don't know, um, I really feel like it's like, take this time to do some reflection on what are you learning from this time period, and journal it. Because, you could probably go back to your notes and say, oh, on April 14th, this is the thing that had happened. This is the thing that I was feeling. This is the thing that was like going on. And you would be surprised, right? Like years later, maybe a year later, you pick up the book and you're like, wow, that actually happened like a year ago. Like so much has changed. And it may be something that you totally forgot. And then maybe, a year later, it makes perfect sense, like the thing that had happened or where you're at. So I would say, like, take the time to journal, okay, and write down like anything, because that could be nuggets of information that might be helpful for you around this time. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what additional messages want to come through spirit. What is the message that you want this collective to know? Huh. Okay, we have here 5 of Gabrielle. A challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from the drama of others. Have patience with yourself and those around you. Exactly. And I saw that with the temperance card earlier on. Yeah, this is conflict. This is like, don't try to like add more fuel to the fire. If your person's going through a situation and you're not happy and things are not going your way or for whatever reason, right? Um, you can resolve this on your own, okay? And to resolve it is to withdraw. Like, don't even immerse yourself. Don't even make yourself fit into like a negative situation. You can remove yourself, and say, hey, thanks, but no thanks. That's not the energy that I'm in, and you can just do your own thing, and then just have patience for the other person to come around, because like if you end up having an argument, let's say you're on talking terms, and um things are just like going south, and it's getting worse and worse, and it's a holiday weekend, like, trust me, your person is feeling the same thing. Okay. So the best thing is probably to take a break, step away, try not to engage in anything unless you guys can have like an adult conversation and talk about, like, what is bothering the two of you. Okay. Because I definitely see like there's conflict, competition, like, oh, your person is like spending more time with the karmic and not so much with you. They're just giving you little bits, right? Like a text message, and that's all you get for the whole week. Okay, that could happen. And it might bother you. Okay, because at that point you're thinking, oh, well, they don't care, they're only thinking about themselves or the other. Well, just remove yourself from that energy. Don't even make it like your story, because you have your life, and you can make the best out of your time, so that you're attracting the energy that you want into your energetic field. So if your person is only giving you small, okay, like, are you the person who is only going to be receiving small, like, things, or are you going to attract, like, big things that is coming towards you? So you have to like shift your vibe, your energy, and the best way to do this is to go into like meditation, quiet meditation, and just check out for like 5 minutes, like, and if you can, in a quiet spot, right? Like, not in a place where it's kind of noisy, unless you know how to tune out background noise. And then just really focus and slow down and really think about like yourself. And to do that is to like listen to your breath, feel the breath coming in and out, and just like noticing like the here and now. Okay, not the past, not what's going to happen in the future, but like really be clear on what's going on right now, and ask yourself, does it matter? Does it matter that your person isn't engaging in with you at this time? And you know it shouldn't, because like that is going to affect your feelings, and that's going to just drag you down even worse. So if you can overcome any kind of negative thought and change it into positive thoughts, positive energy, then positive things will start happening. But the moment you start dipping in and get into anger mode, or feeling competitive, or feeling like you have to, fight for your place, with this particular person, just let go. Okay. Because this is not the time. Okay. I really feel that um, it's not a complete over energy. I'm just saying that it's just better left to be left alone and pick up maybe at a later time. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what is the final message here. So this one is the soul truth. And let's see, what does spirit want you to know? What is going to help the collective for this week? Okay, so it says, how can I infuse more self love and compassion? Exactly. This is what I said. Think more about yourself. Okay, if your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. That means you're missing. And what you're missing is you. Okay, not someone else. It's you. And, if you're new to my channel, this is what the whole twin flame journey is all about. It's not about the other person. This is about how you can fulfill yourself before you can fill anyone else. Because once you're full, your cup overfloweth. Okay, you have plenty to give to other people at that point, and you won't feel lack. That's why it's really important to start with you first. So, today's soul action, choose one self care action to do today. Number one, set stronger boundaries. Number two, meditate and listen to your heart. Number three, speak to yourself with compassion. Be gentle to yourself. Okay, number four, focus on your strengths. Number five, say no to something that isn't a soul yes. Number six, say yes to something you're afraid of. Number seven, let go of what you cannot control. And in this case, this is something you can't control. Number eight, stay far away from drama and negativity. So that's a like, I really feel like your person's going through some drama, so just don't make it your story, okay? Um, Number 9, ask for help and allow for them to help you, okay? Don't just ask for help and say, "Okay, thanks, but no thanks." And number 10, write down 3 things you are grateful for. Gratitude is like a heart opening to the heart chakra. If your heart is kind of closed off because of one thing, like let's say the twin is like, hurting you, like there's other reasons to really open your heart and not just, towards a particular person. Um, you have to work on yourself in order to be able to open towards all kinds of things. This is something you have to work on. This isn't something um, that you can just work on in a day and you're done. Okay, work on it this whole week and see what happens. So I really hope that that was helpful. Let me know. Thank you all for watching. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at www.scorpiomoonintuition.com. You can also follow me on IG as Scorpio Moon Intuition. I hope you all have a lovely day, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.